Welcome to Midnight Linux. I was just trying to decide what I was gonna show you guys next since we were doing the Bazite. Um, I was playing around with Fedora Atomic, and I decided to show a quick little tutorial on how to get your media player to work, because I don't know why, but on Fedora Atomic, when I try to install it through the software manager, like they recommend you install all your programs, which it's this right here. It just doesn't work for a media video player. Like it doesn't have the codecs or something, or just doesn't have permissions. I'm not too sure, because this is a containerized operating system. So I'm going to show you real quick the workaround to get, if you want to use MPV or if you want to use SM Player, how to get them working. It wasn't very difficult, but I did have to do some reading in the manual. So basically, let's start from the beginning here. What you would need to do to get the repository you need is basically, it's almost this, so you can copy it. Let me show you. So this is what you gotta do. You would copy it. You also gotta copy the second one. These are the RPM Fusion free and the RPM Fusion non-free repositories. And what you do, instead of running it like it's shown on the Fedora website there, because that's for the regular Fedora spin, not the Atomic. So if you want to do this on Atomic, all you got to do is change DNF to RPM OS tree, and then you can run it. And then so I will install that repository, and then you do the same thing for this one. You copy it and paste it, and then just replace DNF with RPM OS tree. Okay, and then it'll install the both of the repositories, the free and non-free. You have to reboot at this point, because I don't recommend you installing too many things. It's better to do it in order. So I would install the repositories, then reboot, and then the next step that you need to do is copy. So it's called lib av codec -free world. So I just searched it, and here is the command. So copy, and then the same as the other one, you just got to change DNF right to RPM OS tree, and then you can install that codec. At this point, you again have to do a reboot, and we move on to your installing your preferred media player, because that should have all the codecs now and all the repositories, so you can easily do a sudo RPM OS tree, for example, celluloid. if you want to use celluloid. And I would install. So there you go. Then you can just then you'll have a working video player. And I haven't had problems. I went from on my other computer. I think I told you guys on the previous videos that I was playing around with this on my work computer since I found it so stable. And I went from version 43 of Fedora to version 44, and everything still works perfectly. So I definitely think this is the best fix to get your media player to work. Because I do like to, make videos and watch videos, and you need to have a good media player. I don't know why, like I said, it doesn't come kind of working out of the box. It's kind of a weird oversight for the Atomic, Fedora. But, I don't know what their intent is for this distribution. But since it's so stable, I would definitely recommend it. I haven't had an issue, and I've had it on my work computer for over a month. It gets its updates just like Bazai does. I turn it off and I turn it back on, and it has the updates already installed. So you don't have to do anything to actually get your updates. It just does it in the background, since it has both two copies of the OS. One's the one you're using, one is kind of dormant, and it'll get updates in the background. So when you reboot, it just goes to the most updated one, and it works perfectly, just like Bazai does. The only difference I would say you have on the Fedora Atomic desktop here. Obviously, I'm using the GNOME version, so that's one difference. You can also get the KDE version. They have a Sway version, which I also talked about a few weeks ago. But this GNOME version is probably the most hands off, because it'll update everything by itself. The only thing you have to remember to do manually is when you do a point update every 6 months or whatever, however long you take to do it. So whenever there is a point release and you have to do that update, it's not like Bazai where it did it automatically by itself. This one you have to actually type in a couple of commands, which are easy to find. If you go to Fedora, so let me do a search. Go to their website. So when you go down here to Atomic Desktops, and you can click on Get Started, then Documentation. So here is what you would do. So this is what you have to type in. So one thing that you might have to do if you have the RPM Fusion repositories, before you do this, there's another way to do it as well. So let me show you. Where is the node? Oh, here it is. You have to do this command to reset the RPM Fusion repositories and then reboot. And then after that, you can, I'm going to show you the easier way. You go here to your software center, and then you'll see it here. It says update to version 44 available. And then you can do it this way, because this is the way I did it. And it basically had a couple of other updates, so I did those first. And then once everything was up to date, I clicked on upgrade to 44, and it worked perfectly. So that's basically how you would do that. It's a very simple. There is like I said, there's quite a few things to learn. Because I was just having, when I first installed it, I'm like, why can't I get videos to play? But it was as simple as going into the documentation, and then I figured out how to install things to the system. Not just the Flatpaks, because you do need, like I said, use the OS-tree command, RPM OS-tree install, and then it's still containerized. It's not like on your root system file. It's because that one's containerized, so you can't do anything to it. It just kind of like has a layer on top where it does install things. So like, for example, OBS-Studio, I did do it that way as well, using the RPM OS-tree install, because it also uses a lot of video codecs and all that. So I installed that one that way. The rest of the stuff, for example, your LibreOffice works just fine from the Flatpak from the software store. Because if you look in here, this is all Flatpaks. Let's see. All right. So this stuff here, LibreOffice, GIMP, they all work perfectly fine. They're all Flatpaks, kind of like Bazite. So with those, I didn't have any issues. It was kind of like a trial and error thing. If something didn't work, I went to the RPM OS-tree install and did it that way. It's basically like doing, DNF install on a regular Fedora, and it seems to work really well. So anyway, I figure I would make this video so you guys can get that working if you're on the Fedora Atomic Silverblue. And it's the same thing for the Sway, because I also tried the Sway Atomic, and I would imagine it's the same for the other Atomic desktops. So there you go. I hope that it helps, and if it did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.